Hello, Kirby families. We are talking about place value sections today for division. Woohoo! So, you may remember our place value sections are our area model from multiplication. And because multiplication and division are inverse operations, meaning they undo each other, we get to use that area model again. So because 3 times 4 is 12, 12 divided by 4 is 3. And we're going to kind of build on that idea to help with this division. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my box like before. And thinking back to them undoing each other, if I'm doing 738 divided by 6, that means something times 6 is 738. So before, when we did an area model, it would be 6 times something is going to give me 738. So we're going to do a few new steps to kind of figure that out. So I'm going to go ahead and separate it back into my 3 sections, my hundreds, tens, and ones. And because this would have been the product or the answer from that multiplication problem, it's starting in here. And I'm going to find out 6 times what is going to equal that 738. So again, going back to our old section, this was my hundreds box, my tens, and my ones. We taught them a little trick to go and put a blank and a 0, 0 to help remind them that it's going to be 6 times some hundreds. And then my next one is going to be tens, so it's blank tens. And my last one's a ones digit. There's no 0. So now we're going to kind of change up our thinking. We're trying to figure out 6 times how many hundreds will get me the closest without going over to 738. We got to really remember that 6 multiplied by part. So if they can't think of how many times 6 goes into this 7, they can just start at the bottom. So 6 times 100, that would be 600. That's close without going over. Let's try another one. 6 times 200. Oh, that's 1200. That would be too big. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it's 1. That's the closest without going over. And then I do need to multiply. So 6 times 100 is 600. I'm going to go ahead and find the difference. Subtract that. 8 minus 0, 3, 138. And then we were silly. We said they're going to go on vacation to the tens box. So we have a 138 over here. So now, using the exact same idea, if I'm in my tens, we're trying to figure out 6 times how many tens will get me the closest to 138. And again, they can start at the bottom. 6 times 10, nope. 6 times 2, that would be 120. Another thing they can do is just look at these first 2 numbers. If that's 13, think in their head, how many times does 6 fit into 13 without going over? That would be twice. That would be 12. And then we're adding on that last digit. So 6 times 2 is 120. And we'll do 8 minus 0. We're finding that difference subtracted out. 3 minus 2 is 1. 0 again. It's going to go on vacation to the ones box now. That's an 18. So with my ones, again, same concept. 6 times what digit gets me the closest without going over? And that's going to be 3. 6 times 3 is 18. There is nothing left over to move. And again, thinking back to when we did multiplication, we had put our number in expanded form. All of these were added together to have my number. So that's what we're going to do again here. We're going to add 100 plus 20 plus 3. And there is our answer. So 123 times 6 is 738. And 738 divided by 6 is 123. All right. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. Have a great day.